Hi, and welcome to Behind the Apps Mobile Marketing Talks, a video interview series brought to you by Avowed that takes you behind the scenes of the mobile marketing world. I'm your host, David Murphy, and each episode I'm going to sit down with the innovators and leaders who are shaping the mobile industry, diving into the stories, strategies, and insights behind successful apps. So, whether you're a marketer, developer, or just have a passion for mobile tech, you're in the right place to discover the secrets of mobile marketing. So, without further ado, let's get started now and explore what lies behind the apps with our first guest. I'm delighted to be joined in the Avowed studio today by Ben Barta, Senior Growth Manager at Tripledot Studios. Ben, very good morning to you. Great to have you on the show.
Hey, David. Good morning. I'm thrilled to be a part of this interview series.
Excellent. So let's get straight into it, Ben. Give us a quick introduction to yourself, your role at Tripledot, and how that intersects with the company's core mission and values and strategies.
Yeah, so hello, everyone. My name is Ben Barta. I serve as a Senior Growth Manager at Tripledot Studios, and I'm spearheading our efforts into pre-installation traffic with the aim of reaching new audiences and expanding our user base. My team's role is pivotal in aligning with our core mission of delivering engaging gaming experiences, and by focusing on pre-installation partnerships with OEMs, carriers, and agencies. My job is to ensure our games are front and center of on all new devices in all our core markets, maximizing brand exposure and driving scalable user acquisition. It's an exciting challenge that perfectly intersects with Tripledot's strategy of growth and innovation. So yeah, that is me.
Excellent. Well, you mentioned OEMs, and we'll come back to those in a moment. But could you just start off with a bit of an overview of you've got a pretty diverse games portfolio and the philosophy behind its development?
Yeah, so Tripledot Studios, our journey in the gaming industry has been defined by a unique approach of approach to game development and portfolio management. Rather than solely focusing entirely on creating new titles, we recognize the untapped potential within classic games such as Solitaire and Sudoku. Our philosophy centers on refining these timeless favorites by leveraging data-driven optimizations and creative enhancements. We've launched a total of more than 15 games to date and working on some more. I'd say Solitaire, Woodoku, and Tripletile have emerged as our top performers, and that resonated very well with our players, becoming an integral part of their daily routines. Tripledot prioritizes games with long-term retention, aiming to create experiences that players will enjoy for long years to come. Unlike some other companies, or unlike some companies that focus solely on hyper-casual games, our emphasis is on building high-quality titles that stand the test of time. We believe in continuous iteration and delivering great experiences for users.
Yeah, good stuff. I was reading a piece in the FT where it talked about Solitaire and the fact that I think one of your co-founders said that we don't do any one thing differently. We just do about 100 things, just a little bit better than all the others in such a crowded market. I thought it was a really interesting piece. Now, despite the growth you've seen, very impressive growth, every company obviously faces challenges. What's the next big challenge and indeed opportunity that you're preparing for at Tripledot?
I mean, there's not one big challenge, right? There's a few that comes to mind. The rising user acquisition costs are probably the one that I'm thinking of right now. But there's more. The consolidation in the ad tech marketplace has really driven up UA cost and also the saturation of the market hasn't really helped. This creates obviously challenges, but also great opportunities, forcing us and companies like us to explore new channels for cost-effective user acquisition. But there are many others that I can mention in terms of challenges: privacy challenges, evolving privacy regulations, Google's privacy initiatives, CMP and Privacy Sandbox. Navigating these waters are quite tricky. changing consumer trends. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels have really led to like a shorter attention span in users and higher expectations. So focusing on, or a lot of our focus on, and focusing on providing new exciting content, new features, challenges, coupled with effective lifecycle marketing efforts is what I also believe to be a big challenge for all gaming companies. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention anything about creative challenges. This intense competition that I mentioned in the ecosystem requires a sophisticated creative strategy to differentiate from competitors and captures user attention. It's easier said than done. That's why I say everyone's really struggling with it and facing this challenge. But these could potentially make, or like dealing with these challenges and overcoming these challenges could potentially make or break a business.
Okay, well, let's go back. We'll leave privacy and privacy sandbox, maybe set aside another 4 hour session just to talk about that because there's a lot of stuff going on there. But in terms of user acquisition, those two words that most sort of app developers probably go to bed dreaming about every night, whether they're having good dreams or nightmares. How have you traditionally gone about acquiring new users?
Oof. Look, on the surface, our approach to acquiring new users, roughly aligns with industry norms, right? But I think our competitive edge lies in the meticulous attention to detail and the data-driven culture that we have. At our scale, we have to leverage a wide array of marketing channels, much like any other gaming studio. However, I think what sets us apart is our ability to delve deep into the analytics, rapidly test and iterate, and take aggressive actions based on our findings. I think our highly data-driven culture allows us to uncover insights that inform our decisions by constantly scrutinizing performance metrics, refining our approaches. We try to ensure that every marketing dollar is maximized for impact. This relentless pursuit of optimization enables us, I think, to stay ahead of the competition and maintain a competitive edge in this landscape.
Good stuff. And one thing that you're doing that I think a lot of companies haven't probably discovered yet is this whole thing with mobile OEMs. So when did you first start looking at them as a source of new users?
We've been collaborating with mobile OEMs and carriers for quite some time, honestly. So this isn't really like a recent development for us. Partnering with OEMs has always been a reliable traffic source for us in the past. Given the widespread appeal of our games, such as Solitaire and Woodoku, it's just a natural fit. Access to brand new devices ensures a steady stream of new users, and we've consistently observed strong monetization metrics from this channel. So we continue to look for partnerships and expand our collaboration with new OEMs and new geos.
And then looking forward, Ben, what's your outlook for your growth strategy, especially in terms of user acquisition?
In 2024, we're feeling pretty optimistic about our growth strategy. Despite a few industry headwinds, we're confident in our ability to keep moving forward. We don't plan on making any major shifts right away. As I mentioned, we are focusing on refining our processes, exploring new marketing channels, and really stepping up our creative game. That's going to be a big one for us. And of course, we are keeping a close eye on those pesky privacy concerns too. We're excited about the opportunity to scale up some of our soft launch titles and brainstorm new game ideas. Even though we've been in the game for a while, there's still plenty of room for growth, whether it's optimizing user journey for better revenue or boosting our retention efforts. Lots of exciting stuff ahead as we continue to push forward.
Good stuff. Now, just looking at your partnership with Avow, what role have they played in your apps marketing and growth strategies?
Avow has become an integral part of our like app marketing and growth strategies since our collaboration began towards the end of last year. Our partnership expanded significantly, granting us access to traffic sources that were previously untapped, particularly through connections with Eastern OEMs like Xiaomi, Oppo, and Vivo. Uh, this gives us access to a different composition of traffic than we used to, beyond the heavily concentrated US and tier one markets. And this has allowed us to scale our presence in geos where our historical spend might have been a little bit lower. The role of Avow in our growth strategy extends beyond just buying pure preloads. It's about unlocking potential in various other products and services that we've yet to fully explore beyond pre-installs. We believe we're only scratching the surface, and we are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead with this partnership.
Excellent. And are there any specific successes or milestones you've achieved with Avow's help that you could share with us?
I can't share, exact, numbers, but we're acquiring traffic in more than 50 countries with Avow. We've acquired a significant amount of users, and Avow consistently ranks among the top 3 channels in several of the geos where we operate, which highlights the substantial contribution that Avow has made to our overall UA efforts.
Look, really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Thank you very much for sharing those insights with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're more than welcome. So thanks everybody for tuning in to Behind the Apps Mobile Marketing Talk. Special thanks to Ben from Tripledot for joining us today and sharing his insights. For more insights and expertise on mobile user acquisition and app growth, head for avow.tech, the mobile OEM advertising specialist. I'm David Murphy. Until next time, keep exploring what lies behind the apps. Bye everyone.